Ravi was 25, a calm, simple man from a small village in India. He had just gotten a job in the city and returned to his village to attend a cousin's wedding. But something strange happened the night before the wedding. While walking back home through the old tamarind tree road, Ravi heard anklets behind him. Chan, chan, chan. He turned around. No one. The wine grew cold. He walked faster. The sound followed. Then, a soft voice whispered, "You are finally here, my groom." Ravi looked around. Nothing. He ran home and locked the door. That night, he had a dream. A woman in a red bridal sari, long black hair covering her face, standing under the tamarind tree. She was crying, "You left me waiting at the mandap. You promised to marry me." He woke up, heart racing. Sweat poured down his face. The next day, Ravi asked his grandmother about the tamarind tree. She looked scared. Many years ago, she said, a girl named Ragini was supposed to get married under that tree. But her groom never came. She died by suicide, still wearing her wedding dress. They say her spirit still waits. Ravi's blood turned cold. That night, he saw the same dream again. This time, he saw his own face in the mandap. He was the groom, and Ragini was smiling. "Now we will be together forever," she said. The next evening, villagers heard drums and wedding music near the tamarind tree. But there was no wedding scheduled. Ravi's family couldn't find him. When they reached the tamarind tree, they saw something terrifying. Ravi was sitting in a trance. Beside him was a red sari, floating in the air, like someone invisible was sitting there. The priest, frozen with fear, whispered, "He is marrying a ghost. It's a Pret Vivah." No one could stop it. A gust of wine blew out all lamps. A scream echoed through the village. The next morning, Ravi was found asleep under the tree. A Mangal Sutra was around his neck. But he had no memory of what happened. From that day, he was never the same. At night, people saw a shadow walking beside Ravi. Sometimes, he talked to the air. Sometimes, he cooked for two. One night, he whispered to his grandmother, "She doesn't like it when people don't believe in our marriage." The next day, the grandmother was found unconscious. Her room smelled like burnt incense and rose petals. No one in the village goes near the tamarind tree anymore. And Ravi? He still lives alone. But never really alone. Because every night, at exactly midnight, the sound of anklets returns. Chan, chan, chan. And the bride is waiting. After the ghost wedding under the tamarind tree, Ravi began to change. At first, it was small things, talking to himself, smiling at empty corners, setting to plates for dinner. But soon, it got worse. One night, his cousin saw him floating in the air, chanting something in a voice not his own. Another day, villagers heard a woman laughing from his house. But no woman lived there. People stopped visiting. His mother placed holy water near his bed. It boiled. One evening, Ravi was found sitting in the middle of his room, wearing a bride's red veil over his head. He whispered, "The wedding isn't over yet. She's still waiting for her suhagrat." His eyes turned completely black for a moment. Terrified, the family called a village priest, known for handling dark spirits. The priest, Guru Dev, was old but powerful. He entered the house with holy ashes, red thread, and a special taweez, protective amulet. He chanted loudly as soon as he stepped in. Suddenly, the lights went out. A cold wind blew through the closed windows. The sound of anklets returned, chan, 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 louder, faster, angry. Guru Dev shouted, "You are not his wife. You are a trapped soul. Leave now." But the spirit screamed through Ravi's mouth, He promised me. He is mine. Ravi's body rose to feet off the ground. His hands twisted unnaturally. The red bridal veil flew across the room and wrapped around the priest's neck. But Guru Dev did not stop. He opened a sacred book and began the Moksha Mantra, a chant to release wandering souls. He tied the taweez to Ravi's wrist. The spirit shrieked. Smoke filled the room. Guru Dev shouted, "Ragini, you were betrayed in life, but this is not your destiny. Go to peace." The house shook. A final scream echoed, half pain, half relief. Then silence. When Ravi woke up, he remembered nothing, but he felt lighter. He cried without knowing why. That night, he dreamed of Ragini, standing under the tamarind tree again. But this time, she wasn't crying. She wore white. Her face was calm. She smiled and said, "Thank you for setting me free. My time is over now." Then she walked into the light and vanished. Ravi recovered fully in a few weeks. The priest blessed the house and sealed the tamarind tree with sacred symbols. Villagers say they no longer hear anklets at night. Ravi planted a small tulsi plant under the tree and visits it every year. Not in fear, but in memory. Because some love stories are born from pain. And some weddings are not written in the stars, but in ashes and whispers. This was the story of Ghost Marriage, the bride from the other side, only on English-speaking tree. If you enjoyed this spine-chilling tale, make sure to like, share, and follow for more horror stories told in simple English.